to Tactics and Touchlines. We are talking about the trending thing in the EPL, the title race from 12 to 9, now to 4. We are hoping that things could go on for us now as they can get a chance to win their first EPL for almost 20 years as at now. We know Liverpool went a long run without winning an EPL and they got a chance to win it. And they came back to also win it last season. Can Arsenal go on to win the EPL? That is what we are going to discuss today. And which teams are going to make the top, that is top 4 or top 5, depending on how the English teams perform so well in the Champions League. This show is brought to you by MyBet.Africa. That is the #1 place you need to place your EPL games. They are giving high odds on the EPL games. Any selections you go for, the odds are bigger than any betting platform. So scan the QR code on the screen and register and bet on the EPL games on MyBet.Africa. First, let's look at the league table, and then we'll come into the fixtures coming up. So with the league table, Arsenal is leading with 57 points plus 32 goals, and Manchester City second with 53 plus 30 goals. Aston Villa 50 points plus 10 goals. Man United, that is 45 plus 10 goals. Chelsea on 5th position 44 plus 10 goals, and we have, that is Liverpool 42 plus 10. Brentford, Everton, Bournemouth, Newcastle are making the top 10. Looking at the last 5 games, the performance of the team, if we are comparing the last 5 games, Chelsea are leading with 13 points, Man United second with 13, Bournemouth third with 11, West Ham 4th with 10, Manchester City 5th with 10, and Arsenal 6th with 8 points. Sam, looking at this particular EPL briefly, do you think the title race will drop to the last few games of the season? And also, do you have hope that Arsenal can win the EPL this season?
I think we are in for what transpired between City and United that season, whereby there was this theory that the trophy was being flown within up and down within the stadium. I think it will go down to the last day of the season. I think this has been one season that Arsenal has played very well. They've been very disciplined, stuck to one structure, and it's working for them. The truth of the whole thing is that Arsenal can't win all matches.
All games.
They will surely drop points here and there. If they think they'll win every match, then it's absurd to think in this recent EPL era. They'll surely lose 1 or 2 matches, but that I don't really think that should be the yardstick for them to give up or say they are losing the trophy. What they did in the first half of the season, they can equally replicate the same thing till the end of the season and carry the trophy. It's not all done and that's the fact that they are now just 4 points. That doesn't really mean that City will also drop points or they also win all their games. So it's quite open now. I think they should have it in mind that it's theirs to lose. They have to go in with the right mentality to play like winners and act like winners. I asked this question. I remember I asked Raf the last time that will it affect Arsenal if they going to win all trophies? Will it affect them? And I think it will affect them if they're going with that mindset that we want to win every trophy. There's a high chance they'll go home with 1 or 2 trophies if they keep their head in the game. So the league is not over yet. It's still very open. As Ralph said, mathematically, it's even possible for Aston Villa to even win the trophy. So it's still open now. They just have to get their head in the game and play with that confidence that they want to win. If you watch the last match, Manchester against West Ham, the Man U players treated the draw as if they lost match, and I was quite surprised and impressed also with how far they've come, because there are matches that we were losing. So the league now, from the first, and now to Liverpool is picking up. So it's open now. It's up to each and everyone to play their best to the end of the season.
Okay, so with this, what would be your top 4 predictions? Very quick. Which 4 teams are you tipping to get or make the top 4?
Our first podcast of this season, I took my team out completely, but this time around, I'm bringing
There's a change of mind.
There's a change of mind. There's a huge change of mind. There's a big change of mind. It's not tough to predict between Arsenal and City. So for that top 2, let me leave the hour for them to battle it out. But for the next 2, tipping Chelsea and Manchester United.
Make the top 4.
Yes.
Okay. Ralph, looking at this Arsenal team, 2 seasons ago, they were 12 points ahead of Manchester City by game week 29. And they went on to lose to Manchester City by Man City winning the league. As at now, we are in game week that is 26. And as at now, still, they are leading Manchester City by 4 points. Do you think it's a more closer gap compared to last 2 seasons? And can Manchester City overcome Arsenal and win the Premier League?
Yes, Ben. As a Liverpool fan who has encountered Guardiola's demons, I can tell you that this is the best time. Guardiola will be smiling when he's sleeping. I'm telling you. He knows the pressure on Arsenal. Pep knows that Arsenal is under intense pressure. 4 points. He will match them boot for boot and fire for fire. And you know what? In 2017-18, if my memory is serving right, Liverpool wanted City to just a draw. Guardiola won 13 games in a row. Man, 13. I remember that business and companies. The guy won 13 on the road. I give up. And I said, Charlie, this guy warriors. He knows this is the time Guardiola knows how to win the league. This is when 3-4 points, he's following you gradually. He's closing the gap gradually. He knows how to finish the league. He knows how to motivate. And some of the guys are in there. The Bernardo Silvas are still there. Yes, some of the big boys are gone, but the Bernardo Silvas are there to motivate the team, to tell the team that we've done this before, we can do it. It's up to Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta right now, it's not about performance again. Right now, it's about the psyche, the mentality. Right? That is the mentality. He must be a mentality monster. If I was part of the Arsenal backroom staff, we would need a lot of psychologists, people to come and calm the minds of the players on how they should approach the remaining games. Aside that, purely on footballing basis, they are going to make some mistakes. Because Ben, you made mention, when they drew the game against, I think, Liverpool, they were devastated. You can see that the boys, when they were down. And their recent game, which they also drew, you could see that they were full of emotions and they were down. So this is where they need people to inspire them, to talk to them. If I was part of the board, I would have invited Arsene Wenger in. I'll invite some of the old players in to talk to the boys, encourage them, go for it. The old boys who did it in 2004, go for it. So this is a time that Guardiola also knows how to win the league. If Arteta really wants to do this, it's not about performance anymore. It's about the mentality. So I still feel it's on the wire.
Okay. So between these 2 teams, Arsenal and Manchester City, who are you tipping to win the league? And also give me your top 4 predictions very quick.
Then I have to check the games that both teams will be playing with. But I was talking to you initially, and you made mention that Arsenal will be coming up against Chelsea. Chelsea also wants to be in the top 4 against Wolves, against Spurs, who have a new manager currently. And Guardiola will also be hosting Newcastle United.
Yeah.
Ben, you there? Let's go and come. I'll think about it.
Okay. And what of your top 4 prediction?
Top 4, Arsenal, City, of course, and then Liverpool, and then United is out. They should go and play.
Okay, so your top 4 prediction is Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
Liverpool and Chelsea.
Go United's honeymoon.
United will be fit on seat. They should come later.
Okay.
Because Magakari cannot come now and make top 4 ahead of Ancelot. Hey, just now, no Magakari.
Relax. Relax. It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible.
Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments your top 4 predictions on the EPL. Do you think Man United or Chelsea, Liverpool, which of them are going to make the top 4 in the EPL? Thank you, Raf. Thank you, Sam, for discussing on the title race in the EPL and also the top 4, which teams are going to get into that particular top 4. Thank you all for watching the show.
Thank you.